Hey Annie, it's your athlete Lauren Griffith. This is the week 4 update. I do want you to know that I'm still actively trying to get more protein in my diet. I know logging wise it's been at 160 pretty consistently. This week I bought some Morningstar veggie patties that have 10 grams of protein in them, so that takes me up to 170, closer to our goal of 190 or 200. This week was good. So day 1 squats were still really difficult, and I did have some failures. So it was a 5x5 at 170. The first 3 sets were good. 4th set was 4 and then failure. The 5th set was actually 2 and then failure. So it took it as a triple after that to get those 5 reps in. For the 5th set, I did lower the weight to adjust the RP of that. But I feel like at that point it was already too late because I did already fail. So I do need to work on knowing when to do that and just time it out right. But I'll send videos. I am so proud of the squats. I mean, I would have loved to have gotten them all, but I think the squats look fundamentally good. I think I look really strong in them. I mean, obviously, like you'll have more to say, which is fine. But we're not supposed to be ashamed in those failures, right? And then I put it in my notes, but after squats, I did do the hip adductor and abductors to try and work on that knee cave a bit. For deadlifting, sumo has felt really good. I have widened my stance a little bit, so I've been able to sink my hips more and to fall back and to catch myself on that bar. So I think that's helping. Yesterday was day 2 of the programming, and it's like felt good, felt really, really strong. On a kind of side note, I very frequently bruise on the inside of my left thigh during a sumo, because that's the hand with my fingers underneath when I'm pulling mixed grip. And it's not really an issue, but now that I have someone I can ask, I can ask, should I bring my grip out or in, because the bruise is pretty substantial. It looks pretty bad. I know last week we talked about the 5th training day, and you mentioned we could even just do like a bro day. I would love that. I mean, who doesn't love to go in and just throw out sometimes? My little toe issue, my toes keep coming up in the squats. I realize I do that even when I'm warming up and doing like hip thrusts and such. So it's strange because I never noticed it before you pointed it out. And as far as the mental aspect of lifting goes, this week on Monday, after the failures of squats, I was like, oh, this is so hard. Like, I don't even know if this is worth it. Am I getting stronger? But then yesterday, day 2, the deadlifts, I was like, this is so great. I'm having so much fun. I'm definitely getting stronger. Like, this is easy. So I just want to thank you for helping me to get there. And then for the first time in a while, I'm looking forward to maxing out because I feel like I'm getting stronger. Versus before, I was kind of afraid to max out or to go near my max because I felt like I was getting weaker. I felt like I was losing strength. I'm excited to see if the deadlifts feel as good on day 4 of the program, because they are heavier, as day 2. And just another note, do need to get a new scale because I feel like it's not very accurate for my body weight, because it's not varying as much as it used to. It's varying within like 1 pound. So I will work on that. And that's about it for the week as we're settling into the program further and further. We're here. I'm still really satisfied with it. This week on Monday, I again didn't get everything done in the time frame that I had, especially because I did add the hip abductors and adductors. So I'll just do the skull crushers when I bench today, and then do the ab wheel when I do the cable crunches on Friday. I'm still having fun. I'm not getting bored of the program by any means, so I think that's a good sign. Let me know your thoughts. Talk to you next week.